John Gibson's a hell of a player. I don't know if he's a Hall of Fame goaltender. He's played an awful lot of hockey here. Franchise has not been in the playoffs for 5 straight years. John Gibson has formally asked to be traded. He's tired of losing. The guy's got a $6.5 million contract, which is kind of pricey for other teams. The Ducks can afford him because the Ducks are well below the cap now. Ducks have a lot of cap money. I think what Pat Verbeek has to do, and obviously what this new coach Greg Cronin has to do, is sit with John Gibson and just talk about the blueprint of what they're going to get done. And he already knows the good young guys that are on this team. So therefore, now it becomes a question, does he believe in the blueprint, knowing that there's more good young guys coming? But, young guys takes time. He's got a 3.64 goals against average. I think he's won 184 games over the course of his career. He is the reason they've been really good for a whole chunk of time, but he's tired of losing. So it's a big issue going forward. If they were to trade him, they'd obviously haul back a lot. But you don't trade all-star goaltenders, and I feel so bad for him. I met him when he first came to the Gulls. He was here for about 15 minutes, and then they took him to Anaheim, and he never ever came back. And I remember telling him, John, I hope you enjoy San Diego. You're not going to be here very long. We all know that. And he went up there, and he had great success and good teams around him, but the good teams got old. They had injuries, too much salary. They had to trade guys because of the cap, etc. I felt so bad for him about a year and a half ago. He had one game. He faced 30 shots, 30 in the first period of a game, 30. Wow. And he finally collapsed after 2 periods, and they pulled him because he was exhausted.
Yeah.
So that's the burden he's had to bear, but just really, really fine player. So I hope that Verbeek and Cronin can talk him out of this. I'd like to be traded.
Yeah, you can't blame a guy for wanting to win. And he probably doesn't want to go through a whole other rebuild all over again. Do you ever find in the NHL, do they ever do it like in the NBA where some of the players will get together and try to build, like a star 3-man, all go like the way the Miami Heat, were built about 10 years ago?
Well, the issue is, though, the cap, it's tough to hold on to all your guys. And the issue for him, specifically at the Honda Center, he looks around the room and a bunch of these guys probably haven't had their first beer yet and don't shave because they're so young. So it's tough to form a veterans committee to carry the thing when most of the veterans are gone. I mean, there's hardly any veterans left on that roster right now. But we'll see where it goes, see if they'll talk him off the ledge.